to the graphic nature of this program. Viewer discretion is advised.
There's a northwest wind at 8 knots and high tide is at 10:40 a.m. And this day, as you all know, is Founders Day. And not just any Founders Day. Today, the town of Sunrise is 300 years old. So let the parade begin.
A couple of days ago in the small town of Sunrise, Maine, the Flint family was killed.
That's why the 10 of you people are here, to help them solve this crime and track this killer down.
In the quiet town of Sunrise, Maine, a killer is on the loose. A reward has been offered to 10 ordinary people. They have been sent to Sunrise to play the killer's twisted game. Welcome to Sunrise. Now, they must enter the mind of a killer and solve the mystery before they are eliminated, one by one.
Now, 2 days after the murders, this black envelope appeared on the steps of the Sunrise Police Department. Contained inside was this 16mm film. This film was home processed and not processed professionally in a lab. It appears the killer forced Carmen Flint to read this statement.
Tonight at the Flint house, I've begun my life's work. There will be more to come. Nate and Abby Flint are dead. They belong to me now. But I have no use for Carmen Flint, and I will send her back soon.
Let's play a game. These 15 people all live in the town of Sunrise. I am one of the 15. If you want to find out who I am, you will have to play by my rules. I would say good luck, but you will need more than that.
No bodies were found at the crime scene, but the substantial amount of blood, skull fragments, and brain tissue suggests that both Nate Flint and his daughter Abby were victims of a homicide. Now, no trace of Carmen Flint has been found since the incident. And my name's Gary Fredo, and I'm a law enforcement officer. I have over 15 years experience, and I've handled hundreds of homicide investigations. I'm gonna act as your lead investigator.
Your job is to figure out who the murderer is before he kills again.
You have to realize that the killer's out there to scare us to death, and you have to face it. You have to put that aside, think of something positive, and go out there and just say, you know what, I'm not scared. You're not gonna scare me.
I'm expecting to step into a murder mystery. And here I am, a regular person out of New York City, being thrown into that same scenario. Take a murder mystery novel, open it, read the first paragraph. Now close your eyes, open your eyes, and you're there.
We're gonna be fine. We're gonna catch this person, I know. And I'm going down in a fight. I'm gonna be going down.
I feel like I'm in the Twilight Zone. I've been dropped in a town, I'm like the furthest north that I could possibly be, somewhere called Sunrise.
Everything that we had been thinking that we were going to encounter when we got to the town was all theories and guesses. But when we walked into that town meeting, it was a smack of reality.
All right, listen to me. Don't listen to a word they're going to say upstairs, all right? They're talking out both sides of their mouth. You got that? You understand?
Absolutely.
As you all know, a terrible tragedy has befallen our community. 2 of our beloved neighbors have been killed. Nate Flint and his daughter Abby have been brutally murdered. Carmen Flint is still missing.
Mr. Mayor, do you hold out any hope that Carmen Flint might still be alive?
Yes, we do. We hope and pray she's alive.
Well, the dog's missing. Was anything else stolen from the Flint house?
As of now, nothing we can report.
So then it must be a crime of passion?
We cannot ascertain it's a crime of passion.
I think it's a crime of passion.
How the Flints were murdered?
I cannot comment on this at this time.
Listen, Mayor, what about Carmen Flint? Has she been ruled out as a suspect?
Where is she?
Where is she?
At this time, everyone is a suspect.
It's a freaky feeling when you are looking at all these suspects, realizing that in reality, you've probably talked to the killer.
Okay, folks, this will be your home and your headquarters for the next few weeks.
There's 10 people that got together from different areas of the nation that have never met. We have to learn to live together, work together, gain knowledge and wisdom, listen to each other, become friends, work as a team, and through that, come up with a murderer.
This is the war room.
Oh, my God.
Chief, you did an outstanding job.
These are your 15 suspects, all of whom you've just met at the town meeting.
Number 1 is Lyda Rose Blodgett. She's the operator of the mail center. Number 2 is Emerson Bowden, the mayor. Drew Chambers is a local club owner. Drew Connor is the garage owner. Reverend Rusty Crandall is the pastor of the First Church of Sunrise. Hayden DeBeck is the leader of the Mind Science Organization. Dudley Duncan, obviously you've met, as the chief of police. Deanna Harris is the local town attorney. Frank Kovic is the local reporter. William Lambert is Nate Flint's business partner. Sam Larrabee, the local diner owner. Mary Elizabeth Merchant is Abby Flint's best friend. G.D. Thibodeau is the local ferry captain and Nate's ex-employee. Jimmy Tinker, Abby Flint's boyfriend. And X-Ray is the town cabbie. These are our 15 suspects.
Starting tomorrow, we have to spend 24/7 working to solve this crime before anyone else dies. But failure is not an option of mine.
Cheers. Cheers.
There's something going on out
Yeah, you guys, all the cops are on the pier down there, but I didn't want to interrupt Angel's story.
Oh my God.
Just get ready to get somebody. It's a fire.
Guys, okay, you guys. They found Carmen Flint's body down out by the old South Whirlpool.
I need a couple of you to come with me to retrieve Carmen's body.
No, they said that they found Carmen's body.
Ooh, oh, really? Carmen, the wife. The wife's been found? Yeah, she's been found. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah. Wow. So it's starting.
Waiting on your tax rebate?
What's going on? All right, I got a 911 call at 2030. Yeah. Thibodeau on his boat out by the Old Town. Yeah, I know that much. And he's got Carmen's body out there. You guys see the sweepers?
The sweeper's right there.
Have you not noticed these people that's been through the town sweeping like in a tuxedo?
There was 3 of them out there earlier today, too, just sweeping the sidewalks.
You see them? Right out here.
They like sweep the whole time.
Oh, there.
Okay. Yeah, right there.
Something's up with those guys.
We're gonna go up the stairs. I'll take it real easy on this.
I feel the key is to get in this killer's mind and find out why he's doing this. Why is he doing it to the community of Sunrise, to these people?
Hey, Thibodeau, I need you to answer some questions about this. I found her, I brought her in, and now I'm going home. Thibodeau, get back here! Come here. Thibodeau!
As you know, Carmen Flint's body was recovered out of the bay last night, along with a black envelope containing the note here on the desk, along with this 16mm film. Now, it appears to be the second film the killer has sent us, so I want to show it to you folks now.
Welcome to Sunrise. I hope you like the gift I left you. I see you've decided to play my game, so I've sent you the rules. I look forward to meeting each one of you, face to face.
Now, when the film can was opened, another note was found. It's the rules of the killer's game. The killer says he's going to send us 2 envelopes every 3 days. 1 red envelope containing questions about your investigation. If you answer the question correctly, he'll clear one of the 15 suspects. And 1 black envelope containing 2 locations. At 1 location, the killer will leave an important clue. At the other location, the killer's going to be waiting, and one of you are not coming back. Now, you probably say, why are we playing the killer's game? My answer to you is it's the only lead we have right now, and it's our best lead. Now, it's not the only part of our investigation that we're going to conduct, but we will continue to follow up on it throughout. Now, in listening to you folks earlier, you said that you had some investigative tracks that you wanted to follow up on. Now we're going to divide up into teams to handle these investigative tracks. But first, we have to pick the lifeguard. There's a card in front of you. What I'd like each of you to do is write your name on that card for me. And our first lifeguard is going to be chosen out of this box. You're going to put your names, and we'll just choose. A new lifeguard will be selected every 3 days. The lifeguard's a very desirable position. It keeps you in headquarters safe from the killer, and you're exempt from having to play the killer's game every 3rd day. You also are the link with the teams in the field, and you're responsible for choosing those teams. Okay, Shirley, reach in. Now, they're all in stacks, so you can reach down as many as you want, but don't look, obviously.
And the last card in there is the home base person?
No, the card that I just picked is going to be the lifeguard. Andrew, you're going to be the lifeguard.
The lifeguard has the benefit is he can't be killed during that 3-day period. The bad part of the lifeguard's job is he has to stand in front of the group, face him, and say, you're going out. You've got a 50% chance of not coming back today.
Okay, let's review what we need to investigate. We start all homicide investigations at the crime scene. Our first piece of evidence from the crime scene is the original killer film, which you viewed in training. Okay, let's hold it right there. Can anybody see what he's working on here?
It's a box of some sort of thing.
It looks like
Keep moving.
Claw?
A what?
A claw?
That's what it looks like to me, yeah.
Claw.
Clock. Looks like he's working on some clocks.
Okay.
If you want to recover this clock or any of the other clocks that are on here, maybe that's what the killer was after. Okay, let's hold it there. What did you see?
I saw her cover her head. Dad. What are you?
I see a white flash.
Yeah.
So what does our crime scene investigators need to do? Look for what that white flash and sound is. Let's see if there's any evidence out there that's going to lead us to what killed these two people. Okay, hold it, stop. What is this?
Car.
A reflection.
Of what?
A car window.
Oh, of a car. Okay, there's a car here in the killer's film. There's not a car now. That's Abby Flint's car. According to Chief Duncan, it's missing. At the crime scene, you're looking for specific evidence we saw in the killer film. We want to recover Nate Flint's clock, search for evidence of the murder weapon, and investigate Abby's missing car. Remember, everything you see and hear could be a clue.
Looks like a mirror from the car. Yep. He smashed the whole mirror off.
Okay, track 2 is going to be the Lyda Rose Blodgett track, and I want to assign 3 people to this track. Lyda Rose Blodgett is the next-door neighbor of the Flints. She could be the closest witness we have to the events the night of the murders.
Hi, Chef. My name is Lyda.
But remember, she is one of the suspects.
Yeah, that's right. I don't know owns the hardware store.
We want to make sure that we don't release any confidential information that we're doing in this investigation. Now, track 3 is going to be the G.D. Thibodeau track. We heard that he was fired by Nate Flint in a dispute over money. We want to get his alibi for the night of the murders. And we also want to find out what his relationship was with Nate Flint. And remember, if you are alone, you are at risk from the killer.
Thibodeau. How you doing? Alan Fry, Knoxville, Tennessee. This is Lindsay Labram from Las Vegas. To beat this killer, I think the only advantage I might have is the fact that I can carry on a conversation with about anyone. And I think that's one skill that's going to help me last for a little while.
You want more information? Meet me at the Sunset Club tonight.
Sunset Club tonight around what time, sir?
When I arrive, when I get there.
Okay. We'll just wait for you then.
Well, thank you for your cooperation. Get out of here. I'll be there when I show up.
It was locked from the inside.
Yeah, but you're going to remember, according to the film, the reel, he ran up the steps when he was murdered in the hallway.
Right.
Okay? I think maybe we should
Go into the cellar?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Okay.
Is it flooding? It's flooded.
Okay, we've got a broken pipe.
I felt so overwhelmed with dread. I was scared.
You guys do everything down here. We're gonna go upstairs.
Start from the door and do all the photographing?
Yeah, we had a Polaroid. Okay.
I took a picture of this.
The last time I saw Nate Flint alive, I can't remember the exact time. Nate was yelling at Jimmy and telling him he didn't want Jimmy to see Abby anymore. And, you know, he was too old for Abby, I think, you know?
So Jimmy's about, what, 2 years out of high school then?
Well, he's 21.
That's your son.
Yeah, he'd been away.
21. He just got back from Ohio State.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, he came back to help Lil out in the hardware store. But
what do you mean you saw a fight on the...
Well, they were fighting, and Nate and he were screaming at each other. At one point, I think Jimmy picked up a tire iron, but then he dropped it, and then Nate told him to get out of there, and I knew
Jimmy has got a mild temper, though.
Well, they were really yelling at each other.
He didn't hit him with the tire
No, he
iron.
didn't. No, but he did pick it up at one time.
Looks like to me they drugged the body in here.
I heard you guys were here. What's happening in here?
Yeah, well, no, nothing. You gotta be careful because no one's been in here since the murder.
Well, what's...
No, actually, we're gonna have to ask you to leave.
You know what?
We're investigators.
Yeah, but
we're
you
gonna
know
have
what?
to actually
Yeah,
ask
you're
you.
in the middle. I want to know what's
Can we
going
talk
on.
to you outside? Yeah.
Well, I'd like to see what's happening.
We're
in
actually
here.
gonna have to talk to you. You cannot. We're gonna have to talk to you
I
outside.
have to ask you to come here. Step outside, please.
All right.
Are you really good friends with Abby? Did you go to high school with her?
No, I just want to know actually what's been going on. I mean, I heard you guys are here, and I want to see what's happening.
Connor, she's a strong woman as far as like her physically strong. She strikes me as someone that could kick some butt.
Is this your truck right here?
It's my truck. Yep.
Okay.
What do you do for a living?
I run the service station. If you guys can offer me anything, I'm going now.
Okay, thanks, Connor.
You don't have any information you want to get to us that could help us out?
Two-way street.
All right.
The clocks. There's clocks on this desk. Huh? That is the clock.
Yes. So this is where, wow. What's that?
That's, for the computer.
That's a camera. How about the camera was on?
That's true.
Here's a gun casing.
Oh, see, that's why there's 4 of us.
Exactly.
Look at this. Looks like we have another clue from the killer.
Andrew, we found this outside.
Andrew, don't open it. Put it in the evidence locker.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
We know that Thibodeau wants to meet you tonight. I'm telling you, if Thibodeau is that angry of a guy and he wants to meet you, we gotta take advantage of that.
What time are you guys supposed to go?
I was like, what time in the evening? He's like,
anytime.
The evening. I'm just gonna be there whenever, you know, he's cocky. Is this the sunset?
Yeah, this is it. Here's what happened there. We went in, met Drew, super nice to us. Couldn't take his eyes off of her. In the process, we met Mary Elizabeth.
Abby's best friend, she didn't want to talk to us, but I went up to her and I was like, you look just like my best friend back in Las Vegas. I just have to tell you that.
Deanna.
Deanna, the lawyer,
And Mr. Lambert.
they were hanging on each other at the bar. They might be seeing each other, I don't know.
She kind of talked to them. I talked to Kimmy, the bartender. Then I get a, like that.
Everybody else is kind of just more exhausted.
You want to talk to me? You want to talk to me? You want information out of me?
All right, I worked for Nate, all right? I worked at the Aquaculture. So Nate and I both knew that I didn't belong there, all right? So Nate gave me the money, and he lent for the ferry boat. He lent me that money for the ferry boat.
Right.
And it was a gentleman's agreement on this money now. I was gonna pay him back when I was making a profit of some sort. And people say I was fired, but I wasn't fired.
No firing to it.
I wasn't fired at all, no. And you want to know? I got other information for you, all right? From the night of the murders, but it's the Lambert. You don't want to talk to Lambert. He's the troublemaker in his town.
Lambert,
yeah.
support Nate's partner.
That guy right there, Lambert. He was Nate's partner, but they didn't get along. So that's the thing. So I didn't get fired from Kingfisher now, all right?
Okay.
Just so you know the facts.
Yes, sir.
I left on my own, but everybody else is...
Something you want to say to me?
I have nothing to say to you. Why don't you go back to your scum over there?
How you doing, Mr. Lambert?
You heard what I said. You know?
So if you want to talk about me, why don't you talk in my face?
I'm talking to your face now, huh? Why don't you leave? Why don't you just back off, man? Back off. I'll tell you right now, we have no business for having you in here. All right? All you do is you come back here and you just cause trouble. I'm gonna kill you! I swear! Come in here. No, not in my kid. Not in my club. Not in my club.
You think this is, man? Tim, I told you about that, man. Thibodeau left. On the way out, the only way I'll talk to you is you meet me at room 99A.
All right? One of you guys, 2 minutes. Building 99.
I'll tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna
go down there and talk to him.
Remember, if you are alone, you are at risk from the killer.
No.
I've got to. You sit here where you're fine.
That is not fine. How do you know I know the killer's not in here?
Because you're around too many people.
No, please don't.
I'm gonna go down and talk to him.
No, that is not a good idea.
Where's Drew? Hey, Drew.
No,
Hey,
he
Drew.
could be the killer.
Just wait a second.
You want my alibi story? You come talk to me by yourself. His exact words. So I had to. It's the way I felt. Yeah, I went.
You didn't see Mr. Thibodeau come out here, did you?
Nope.
He just got us both killed. Risk-taking's okay, but you're putting the other person you're with in danger. If I have to walk home alone, he just got killed. That means I can just get killed too, because he's done getting killed, and now the killer can run and kill me.
Hey. My hind end was about that tie going up that flight of steps, I swear. I'm alone. Sit up here. I went up the steps, sat about 10 below him, and he told me, get up here. Now, the night of the murder, Connor and I, we were in Bangor, and there was a VFW meeting that night. Connor and I both like to drink a little bit, so we went bar hopping a little bit afterwards. All right? Bar to bar, we got back here around 4 in the morning. And then I went home alone. It's as simple as that. But he said a Connor, with Connor. And I was assuming I hadn't even thought of this Prudence Connor.
So he's referring to Connor, one of our suspects up here on our board.
Right.
All right, now, I had a chance to review a lot of the evidence that you guys brought back. You brought back a lot of evidence from the crime scene.
Yeah.
And what we want to do is start going through it. Now, this clock was recovered. This is the one that you recovered out of the basement, correct?
Yes.
And where was it?
It was floating in the basement in the water.
Okay, we had to analyze, of course, there were no latent prints found inconsistent with the Flints in the family. But when they were analyzing it and opening up the clock,
wow.
Yes!
Kind of wet. Looks like we have some pictures.
Hey, good job, guys.
Oh my, they are getting a bit,
Oh my!
Oh wow!
Oh my!
Oh yeah!
So we know it's Prudence Connor. Who's the man?
This is Flint.
Like Mr. Flint to me, yeah?
Right. Oh, that's Nate? Oh, no wonder why she came to the crime scene.
So what we have, we have Nate Flint, the deceased, with
Yeah, that is Nate Flint.
Prudence Connor.
Prudence Connor. What do we know about Prudence?
We know she owns a garage, and she's good friends with Thibodeau.
I mean, she's hanging out with a mentally ill war veteran, even though she herself was in the war, but he's not all there. And that kind of tells me something about her character.
Okay. Yeah.
One thing, if he has the photos, someone else took them, they might be trying to blackmail him, obviously, with those.
Yeah. Who took the photos? Very good. Very good observation. Okay. Also, you recovered the computer. Who recovered the computer?
Stacy and I.
The computer was downloaded, and there was a web phone call placed by Abby, the 17-year-old daughter who was killed. I'd like to play that web phone call for you.
My dad, Jimmy, I don't know what to do. Everyone was yelling, and who was out there? He said he loved me. He doesn't love me. Okay, Abby, what are you talking about? You know Jimmy loves you, right? He lied to me. I don't know who lied to you. He was using me. He was using me. He said nothing happened. Do you need me to come over? I'll talk to you later. No, wait, Abby.
Okay, that's what we got off the hard drive. We have gone over the evidence, and now it's time to hear the killer's question. We need to open the red envelope. It contains a question. If we answer correctly, the killer will clear one of the 15 suspects.
This is the part I need to.
Question is, because there were no bodies found, what did I wrap the bodies into to remove them from the Flint house? And there's a email address here that we need to email it to.
It's basically up to you four. You were there, so you have to make the judgment call.
And the first thing I said to her when I saw them is the killer wrapped the body in shower curtains. Right when I saw him, that's just what I said.
That's fine. We want to go with shower curtains.
Shower curtains?
Survey says shower curtains.
You want to put in shower curtain. Send email address, shower curtain.
Sorry if it's wrong, but there is nothing else I could possibly say.
You sure?
And all the linen was on the bed and everything?
Yes.
It's done already.
Oh, whoa! Stop. The master bedroom was completely stripped of everything on the bed.
See? That's why I said that.
Completely
the linen.
stripped of everything on that bed.
Can we see the video, please, can we see the killer's video?
Yeah.
They're on the bed.
They're on the bed.
The linens are on the bed. The pillows are still on the bed.
It's the linen.
I think
I have goosebumps.
we want to go with bed linens.
Do we? From the master bedroom.
No, let's be. Oh my God.
There's no one there. Come on, you jerk.
The answer was correct.
Yes! Shirley King.
Yes, it is.
Yeah! And you
All right, guys, we're taking one suspect off our board. Chief Duncan has been cleared. We now have 14 suspects remaining.
Guys, I screamed. I was like, stop it!
Okay, guys, not to cut your celebration short, I'm going to be back here at 4:30 when we're going to open up the black envelope, where two of you will have to play the killer's game. One person is going to be chosen by the group, and one person chosen by the lifeguard. Till then, good luck.
Every third day, the killer plays a game with us. Inside the black envelope are two locations. One where a clue is, and the other's where the killer's waiting.
Welcome to Sunrise.
It's scary to learn that two of us are going, and we have a 50-50 chance of making it. It's scary.
The killer's game is not a fun game to play, but when the day comes, one person's picked by the group and the other person's picked by the lifeguard, which is a difficult decision.
I'm not here to play games with people, and I can already tell some people are being more quiet today than yesterday, trying to, like, not bug anybody, and they're all playing little head games with each other.
Oh, my God, Jeff.
They think women models are catty. The sweetest girls I've met have been models.
Right.
But men, there's not that many successful male models, and he's obviously one. Don't get me wrong, he's not a bad person, but it's just,
you gotta play
in this game, we're obviously looked down upon, the women, just by the comment he made yesterday about, oh, there's 3 women going to the crime scene?
What the point is that it's hard to send one of your friends on a task that you know that person has a 50-50 chance of returning from.
Absolutely.
I know it's going to come down to that cutthroat game that I kind of like, I'm not looking forward to, but, you know, like they say, let the games begin.
Can I just say something about my life?
That's just
I have had one woman in my entire life screw me over, and I probably had about more than one man. I'm just going to say that.
Okay.
So the numbers right now for me,
Oh, yeah.
that's the only way.
Women should stick together.
Yeah, women should stick together. I'm closest with the girls. I get along with the girls the best, and we're definitely all sticking together.
I believe she has a hidden agenda. She was like trying to persuade everyone to who she wanted to pick.
There's only 9 votes.
Right, 5 is the majority.
5 is the majority.
I'm saying that's why Katie's the deciding factor.
Right,
Katie
so
is the 9th person.
she's smart. I know how Katie's gonna work.
She defends Stradler.
She's going with them.
Now it's time to play the killer's game and open up the black envelope. The black envelope contains 2 locations. One of the locations, the killer has left an important clue. At the other location, the killer will be waiting, and one of you won't be coming back. The entire group, excluding the lifeguard, will choose the first person, and the second person is going to be selected by the lifeguard. What I'm going to need is all of you, one at a time, to go back into the booth and choose who you want to go to the killer location, starting at the back first.
I'm picking Jeff because I feel as though he's not as much of a team player as the rest of us, and I think it's very important to be a team player.
A couple people in particular, I feel like they're out for themselves a little bit more than out for the team. My choice for right now is Miss Shirley King.
I think what we're going after right now is the weakest in the group, so I'm sorry.
Really, the person, after analyzing everything we've done, this is who I choose.
I don't know, it's such a difficult choice.
The group is chosen, and the person that they have chosen is Shirley King. Have a lifeguard come up here, please. Remember, 2 people have to go out and find the killer clue. The lifeguard makes the second choice.
I just want to say that this is definitely the hardest decision I've possibly ever had to make. I have to pick Kristen for this.
Okay, Kristen is the choice made by the lifeguard. We're going to open up the black envelope. The killer has told us that it's going to contain 2 locations. Inside we have 2 maps. Have you reach into the envelope, remove one of the maps that are in here. That choice you will give to the person that was chosen by the group. Should be Shirley. I'll look at this. Okay, give that to Shirley. That location goes to Kristen. You will be absolutely alone. So we've given you a special camera to record your search. Follow your maps to the killer clue that's been marked with an X. Before you leave, I'm going to need you to go back into the booth and record your last will and testament. Name your choice for the next lifeguard in the event you do not return. I wish you both good luck.
Very disappointed. Personally, I really don't want to come back. I'd rather face the killer than backstabbers. At least I know what the motives are behind the killer.
So why was I voted out?
I'm gonna fess up. I did vote for you to go. I based my decision and I said, you know what? Let Shirley go out there, get over her fear, find the clue, come back, and then tell us what it was like, because the boys aren't gonna do that with us. You know, I know.
Whatever. You know what? Only you have to deal with that.
Thing is he doesn't talk. He's dangerous.
Yeah.
I speak my mind. Everyone knows what I'm thinking.
I did too. That's why I was so worried.
He's a little weasel. He's a little weasel. I talk, you talk. Stacy talks. He's a weasel. So
I knew it. I knew it. Excuse me. If I make it back here, your ass is grass. And I've made sure of that.
An ordinary backyard becomes the site of a deadly Northwest.
Yeah, you guys take care.
I think I have everything. Goodbye.
How's it going tonight?
Good.
How are you doing? I'm Kristen.
I was hired to bring you to an island, and I am not here to make friends.
You know the way?
I do know the way.
It's dark.
Yeah, it's very dark.
I don't know how a man could just leave a woman out here alone.
No, I know. Now you are making me feel like a bad man.
I mean, it's nobody out here.
Shirley, I think you are manipulating me. That's what I'm feeling.
No, I'm
Am
not.
I right?
No.
Come on now. You're going to be fine. I'm sure you're going to be fine. Because why? Why are you going to be fine? Tell me.
Because I have God on my side.
Exactly. And what was the other thing? Positive thinking.
Yeah, but you know what? God gives us wisdom to. He doesn't tell us to go out into the boonies somewhere by yourself and just be left alone. I mean, he says use your head to think.
You have a point there.
You will be absolutely alone. So we've given you a special camera to record your search. Follow your maps to the killer clue that's been marked with an X.
Anybody here? Well, Sam and Summer, if I don't make it out of here,
I hope that whoever comes back is going to be ready to rejoin the team and keep moving on.
There was no reason, except out of a personal vendetta, that he would get rid of me, or try to get rid of me. Obviously didn't work.
Well, tomorrow is a whole new day.
Tomorrow's a whole new game, a whole new day, a whole new game.
There's gonna be some crazy, crazy stuff.
Next week on Murder.
Tonight's episode.